So, today in this video, we are going to be talking about the flow state and the hyper aware state. Now, which one to pick one? That is the biggest question. Sometimes you know what needs to be get done, and you want to be in the flow and just get it done. When you're in the flow, you create this state of effortless action. You just drop into the zone and just taking one step after the other step, and things are just cascading, and you are just winning one milestone after another, one milestone after another, and it just keeps on. And but it is a very draining of energy. And you could be in the flow state, you could have the Mamba mentality, and I'm gonna Virat Kohli it, I'm gonna uh, Kobe, like I'm gonna move like Kobe and get this thing done. What? And I'll get that. This is a very, very good state to be in when you are absolutely clear what needs to be done. But what about times what happens when you are doing the wrong thing? And that's the main thing most founders get stuck into. Sometimes they are getting things done, they are hitting the milestone after the milestone, but they're getting the wrong things done. And then they ask, like, how do I know what's the right thing to do? And there's one of the quote of Elon Musk also that the biggest mistake the smartest engineer makes is optimizing the thing that should not be done in the first place. And I also see myself fall into that sometimes, that I'm trying to get it done, I'm trying to optimize it, but should it really be done? Right? And this is where another state of being or another state of mind that comes in, which is called hyper aware state. Now, when the flow state is like front loading everything, you're aware and you're in one with the task. On the complete opposite of that, we have this hyper aware state. It's sort of a meditative state where you are just observing everything, all the information, all the surroundings around you, all your senses are heightened, and you're observing everything without judgment, without assumptions, sort of like a meditative state. So you can see things clearly, you can see everything clearly, you can see the passage of time clearly. And when you are in this hyper aware state, and if you stay in it for some time, like just drop into it, drop back to it, it is always there. And if you're not open up any meditation app or do some kind of guided meditation, and you'll drop into this hyper aware state kind of zone. And when you're in it, you see everything much more clearly. And in that state, you can clearly see what actually needs to be done. And then you go back to the flow state when you just have your own cup of coffee, get the flow triggers in, and boom, you can knock out one task after another and get it done. But in this context, when you cycle through from the hyper aware state to the flow state, right? You actually do the right things that should be done. And that's the key here. That's why we're going to discuss this and know more about it. This is going to help you do more of the right things, more of the time, and get them done in an effortless way. And that's how you accomplish your bigger goals. Right? So, let me show this slide that I made for you guys. Okay, I hope you can see it. So here you can clearly see flow. Flow is a effortless doing towards a goal. So your brain kind of shuts up and you don't have many distractions and things that are disturbing you. It's like a Mamba mentality. You are just in one with the task. And that is very, very important if you want things to get done on time or before time and with high quality. Now, on the opposite side of it, we have a state I call it hyper aware state. You can call it fully conscious or meditative state or mindfulness. All of them mean the same thing. I like the word hyper aware because your awareness is going out of you. So in this state, you're observing everything without judgments. You're not like, so, oh, this is bad, this is good, I should be doing this, this should have been done already. Oh, I do not accept this current reality. It should be better. It should have been more. I should be making more. And when you are in this state, these thoughts do not come. They all kind of settle back and go away. And you have a heightened and sustained presence. You have a broad awareness of your body, your thoughts. You can see the thoughts coming by, passing by, and going away. And you're not reacting too much to the thoughts, right? You're getting clarity. You're composed, you're calm, you're grounded, and you're getting energized also. And in the flow state, it is a very narrow prefrontal cortex kind of energy. It's this part of your brain, and you are just taking action back to back, and everything feels effortless. If something comes up in the middle of it, you immediately get back to the work. And there's a very good book about Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. I hope I pronounce the name correctly. The challenge to skill ratio. When you to trigger the flow, it needs to be the work that you're doing. It needs to be a little bit above your current challenge. It is a very rewarding state of being, right? And you do hard things in it, and that's a good thing. But sometimes you do things which should not have been done, or you start building the website or revamping the website, and you get into this really good flow state. You're making some really progress. You're adding some innovative features and adding innovative user experience in it. But you forget to ask, should you be doing this thing or not? Or is it a distraction from things like revenue generating activities, right? Talking to customers, handling objections, or solving problems in more effective and efficient way. Like, what's the real thing that should be done, or doing interviews or hiring? So in these moments, I think the hyper aware state is, there's no one state that is more important, but you learn to use both the state. First, you gotta figure out what to do by seeing and observing everything clearly without judgment in the hyper state. And once you're clear, okay, that's need to be done. I need to hire 3 media buyers who are high in character, who are high in adaptability, and who are medium to high in skills. How do I do that? So when you're clear, then you go into this flow state. You have back-to-back interviews signed up. You have back-to-back fireside charts, and you are just in the flow, and you get it done, right? And the worst thing that could happen to you is that you get into flow, you got something done that should not have been done, and that's where you have this hyper-aware state. And I'm going to tell you what is the easiest way to drop into this hyper-aware state. And there are a lot of videos you can search online on YouTube about how to do meditation, guided meditation, and there are a lot of apps also. One of the things that I find quite useful is that you just start with, observing your breaths. And after that, you just start observing all the sensations on the body. And after that, you just start observing your thoughts without judgment. And then you kind of observing everything at the same time, and controlling your attention. You can move the attention toward this hand, observing this hand from the inside, and just drop into this sort of a ultra aware state of being. And it's a very calming and very restorative. And you can see what you're doing, what are the consequences of that, all the things. It's more of a divergent kind of state of mind where you are very, very non-reactive, and it's like an even ocean. The ocean is settled. There are no waves and no large waves, and and you can see everything, all the fishes and all the flora and fauna very clearly. Yeah, and that's it. So, to conclude this, use the hyper aware state, meditative state, or do a guided meditation for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to clearly see what needs to be done. And once you're clear what needs to be done, then chunk the tasks down into a little bit above your challenges and time block it for 3 to 6 hours. And then just have your cup of coffee and drop into the zone and just get it done. And that's how you do more of the things that should be done in an effortless way and with high quality. And if you do that, you'll be surprised how much you got done. And you'll be surprised most of that was the right things that I should have been doing. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.